everybody, my name is Xuul, and welcome to an introductory guide to modding Skyrim. In this video, I'm going to be covering the basics that you will need to mod Skyrim to your heart's content, as well as introducing a few tools that'll help you along the way. Now, I'm assuming that since you're here, you're wanting to mod your game. So, the first question is, where do you get your mods? And there are two main places to get mods for Skyrim. The first one, as you probably already know, is the Steam Workshop. Now, I will not be covering the Steam Workshop in this video because it is very simple and low maintenance. However, there are some problems with the Steam Workshop, including non-integration of SKSE and a restriction of mods by mod creators who wish to support the other location for mods, which is the Skyrim Nexus. The Skyrim Nexus is what I'm going to be covering in this video. Now, if you've tried to mod Skyrim before, you may have heard of SKSE. This stands for Skyrim Script Extender. And that's the very first thing you're going to need to modding Skyrim. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to navigate over to the skse.silverlog.org page, and we're going to download the installer. Click on it here, and it'll start downloading in the bottom. So what is SKSE? Well, put simply, it's a script extender. It's a way for the modders of Skyrim to use tools to allow them to do things such as detect keybind presses, modify the UI, and do tons of other, much more amazing things that the creation kit just simply doesn't allow. This, in my opinion, is an essential thing if you're going to really want to mod your game. Anyways, once the installer has downloaded, allow me to open it up here, you double-click the installer, run it, and you'll need to find the directory for your Skyrim. Now, for most people, this will be C, program files, users, Steam app common. I'll put a link right here in the video, as I do in all my videos, but for me, my Steam location is on my D drive. You essentially want to find the place where your Skyrim folder is in your Steam. So mine's right here. You click next. It'll ask you to create a shortcut. You're going to want to. Now, just install it, and we're done. So this shortcut now is what you're going to have to use to run the game, rather. You can't launch it through Steam. You're going to have to double click on this because this launches the game with SKSE. Okay, so another important thing is how to test whether SKSE is working. Now, I am using a backdrop mod, if you're wondering what's going on behind me. There is a mod for this. I can't remember what it's called. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description. All you do is you push the tilde key. This is the key to the left of your one or above tab. It's the little wavy line or the kind of like flying comma sort of dude. You push that, it'll open up this console. Then you push get SKSE version. Click enter, and if it says this or something similar, you have SKSE installed, and you can proceed on to the next step. Now that you have the script extender, we can move on to the second very necessary tool for modding Skyrim, and that is the Nexus Mod Manager. The Nexus Mod Manager is a tool that works with the Nexus website. It allows for one-click downloads, one-click uninstalls. It doesn't have advertising, it manages your mods, helps you manage your load order, and it lets you clean and examine mod files. It's very useful. I would recommend it for anybody who doesn't want to use the Steam Workshop and is still a beginner. It makes it almost as easy as the Steam Workshop, in fact, but it has a few benefits the Steam Workshop doesn't have, such as the ability to uninstall mods properly. Navigate over to this page and download it. Now, I already have it downloaded, as you can see here, so once it's downloaded, run it. You're going to select your language, click Next, accept their little licensing agreement, and this is just a log with a ton of stuff. It's got a lot of nice new features. Click Next. And I just install it into a folder I call Utilities. You can install it wherever you want. Next, and install. It's quick, it's easy, and it's simple. Once you've finished installing it, this should pop up. Now, it might not have anything here. It's probably actually going to come up with this page here. Now this is all the games that the Nexus Mod Manager supports. So basically, it'll find them, click the X. I'm just going to close all these out. I have New Vegas, I don't have Oblivion, I don't have World of Tanks. I have some of these games, but I don't have the Mod Manager running on them. I have Dark Souls and The Legend of Grimrock, but I use it for the Bethesda games. It's very useful, and it'll basically find the right place where your data folder is. You click OK, and then I'm going to launch Skyrim. Now mine is going to have a ton of mods because I have been modding and unmodding my game to the extreme lately as a test, and because that's just sort of my thing. If you looked at my channel, all I have pretty much done is mod things, so this is going to install, or open up rather. I apologize for that. Now you're not going to have any of these. You should probably have the Skyrim ESM, Update ESM, and if you have the DLC, you'll have Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn. That's really all you'll have. I have all this other stuff, just pretend it's not there. This page is the mods page. Now downloaded mods will come here. See this little red X? That means that the mod is downloaded but not installed. To install it, all I have to do, click one button. And it's activated. I want to uninstall that mod. It returns the game to normal. It's an excellent tool. One of the best things about this, actually, is if you install a mod and it messes up your game, all you have to do is uninstall it, and that will uninstall all the assets that are there. Now, the scripts in the game are saved with your game file, so be careful when modding, but that's a concern for another video. Now, I'm also going to show you another essential mod that you're going to need to complete your modding of Skyrim. And that mod is the most famous mod for Skyrim, SkyUI. What is SkyUI? It's an interface replacer for Skyrim. If you look here, it actually adds some very important details and information to the UI while still pertaining to the Skyrim look. It includes a favorite menu, active effects, a magic menu. It lets you sort through things, and it also includes something called MCM. This stands for Mod Configuration Menu. Now, what is an MCM? Well, some mods, an example I'm going to use is the mod called Frostfall, a mod that I love for Skyrim, lets you go in and configure things. So, for example, if I have a mod and I want it to be able to, say, change the difficulty of an NPC that I added, I could make him hard or easy. You can basically have it so that the person can toggle the difficulty here, as you can see here. A lot of modders use this, and a lot of mods you're not going to be able to customize without the MCM menu featured in SkyUI. Now, how do we install SkyUI, you may ask? Well, we've installed the Nexus Mod Manager, so all you got to do is go over to the File section here, and you click Download with Manager. Most mods, especially on the Skyrim Nexus, will work with the Nexus Mod Manager, which is excellent. What'll happen is it's going to download it right here, and once the mod's downloaded, it'll appear just like this, a little red X. All you do is you click Activate, and it will be done. Then it will add something over here into your plugins. See if I can find it in my huge mess of yeah, right here. It'll add this skyui.esp. Now what these are the files, and they load in a specific order. This one loads first, then this one overwrites it, then this one overwrites it, over and over and over. And whatever's at the last basically wins. It applies these in order. And when you're modding, something that's also very important is having them in the correct order. Because of that, we're going to download another tool that is going to aid you in your modding endeavors. And this tool is Boss, and I actually don't have the page open for it right now. So, Boss stands for Better Oblivion Sorting System. It's a plugin load order optimizer. Essentially, the people behind Boss have a big master list of what the mod authors think the order the mod should go in to prevent the least conflicts. So for example, if you have a mod that adds an NPC and a mod that changes textures that would be on that NPC, maybe it'd be better to load the textures after the NPC is put into the game. Now this is just an example, but that's pretty much all there is. Now, Boss has a page on the Nexus here, but I believe it has to be downloaded, yes, from its website. So I'll put a link directly to the website here. It has a manual archive installer and an automated installer. And since this is a video for beginners, we're going to download this one. So I'm going to click here. This should only take a few seconds to download. Yeah, it's already done. And once you have it, I'm going to actually... Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. I'm going to drag to my desktop, double click, I'm going to run it. Okay, so now that we have the executable running, you just click next and install. This will only take a few seconds, don't worry. Once that's done, click next and it'll actually run Boss for you, which is good. Now, it'll show you the games that work for Boss. I have 3 of them. All you have to do is click on the console, type in whatever number corresponds with Skyrim. For me, that would be 0. Enter. It will go online and update the master list from the mod authors who work on this. Then it'll load through the game, and it will bring up a web page like this. Now, what this will show you is basically, do you have SKSE? Is it the right version? This is a list of recognized plugins, meaning that they are controlled by Boss. You'll see here all of my mods. This puts them in order for me. So this is, according to Boss, the best order. Now, it also gives you some advice if you're having issues. And if they need, there's a requirement for these mods, it will probably tell you. See, yeah. There's problems with the nav mesh in this mod, etc., etc. Another mod that I would recommend are the Skyrim unofficial patches. These are huge bug fix mods that fix hundreds of quests, move hundreds of items. They're very safe, they're compatible with tons of mod, and they have tons of downloads. I would highly recommend them. There are a couple of problems that some people have recorded with Dragon Soul absorption with these mods, with Dragonborn DLC, but I have personally never found a problem with this. There is a huge list of bugs. You can check them out. There is also a Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn, and a fix for the high-resolution thing that Bethesda released. It also includes the correct load order. You should have them in your game. So if we look here, this is how Boss will load them for you. And again, if you cannot absorb Dragon Souls, please, please read their page. They give you information on how to fix it if it happens. All you need to do to install these unofficial patches are go to their respective Nexus page, click Download with Manager, and that's it. It'll download your mod in the Nexus Mod Manager right here. Skyrim unofficial patch. Okay, we're gonna look here at the unofficial high-resolution patch. Once it's downloaded, it'll appear here in the Mods tab of your Nexus Mod Manager. Yes, thank you for telling me that. All you have to do it is you click Activate the selected mod, it'll prepare the mod, and that's about it. Now, some mods with the Nexus Mod Manager will actually have a scripted install that let you choose things, but that'll be up to you to find out. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this quick video, and thank you, Nexus Mod Manager, for interrupting my outro. Anyways, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the views, and I hope I could help you out. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I love answering questions and helping people out. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And also, if you can leave any sort of recommendations for what you would like to see next, please let me know. I'm going to be covering a couple other modding tutorials soon in the futures, including Dark Souls. Anyway, have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks for watching.